Uh, Good. Welcome back. Welcome back. We were question number 12, and the question was the diagram below represents a weather instrument. Boys and girls watching and listening to me. This is what you call a barometer. A barometer measures what you call the atmospheric pressure. And now we say that what happens when the atmospheric pressure is very high from outside is that when it's very high from outside, the liquid or molecule in the vacuum in the glass goes down, and in the this region goes high. So we say that it works well at the sea level. At the sea level, the pressure is very high, and on top of mountains, it is very, very low. So we say we have the concept of science whereby we say that pressure increases with the depth. So a barometer works like an instrument that we use in science. That at the sea level, we always have what we call the high atmospheric pressure. And also on top of the mountain, pressure is the lowest. So what is this? It's a barometer that measures what we call atmospheric pressure. The shows with direction of wind, we have what we call the windy vane and the windy sock. Measure speed of wind, we have what we call anemometer. Shows direction and the strength, it is the windy sock. Remember, the windy sock is painted black and white for easy visibility. The question number 13, the largest swamp in Africa is the Great Okavango in Botswana. The Sud is found in Sudan. We have Lorian in Kenya and the Maragras in Tanzania. So the Great Okavango in the Botswana is the largest swamp that we have. We have a diagram here that indicating what we call this is a land breeze. You can see it, a land breeze, because these currents originates from land. And in most cases, I've told my learners that we consider these arrows. This arrow should give you an answer. It originates from land to sea. So we say this is what we call a land breeze that originates from the land to the sea. And as we know, we have a certain formula because we have the sea breeze and the land breeze. I've given a formula to my learners, and this is the formula Sedalani, whereby we say that the sea breeze occurs during the day and the land breeze occurs during the night. So this is what we call Sedalani as a formula, that the sea breeze occurs during the day and land breeze occurs during the night. Now the question like, which one of the following major towns does not experience the above feature? This feature is experienced in Accra in Ghana, near the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Entebbe, near Victoria. Arusha is found between Lake Kilimanjaro and Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Meru, of course, in Tanzania. And also we have Kilifi, of course, near the ocean, the Indian Ocean. So this kind of breeze, known as the land breeze, is not experienced in Arusha, since Arusha is found on a high altitude area. The following are duties of a certain school administrator. He heads the school disciplinary committee, prepares the school timetable. This one goes to the deputy teacher. Deputy teacher is in charge of discipline and also chairs the disciplinary committee, supervises the teaching and learning of progress in the school, and also prepares the school routine. This is the deputy teacher. The question number next, what is the main reason for the migration of the Kushites? The Kushites were pastoral farmers. So they were searching for water and the pasture for their animals. Remember, they shifted from the Horn of Africa into what we call Ethiopia. Then we have them in Kenya. Which country is wrongly merged with its capital city? The capital city and the country. In fact, Benin, we have Porto Novo, very correct, very correct. Botswana, Gaborone, also very correct. Burundi, Bujumbura, very correct. South Africa, Pretoria, also very correct. So the question was not well set, but again, I want us to discuss something small under South Africa. There is something saying that that all countries in Africa, apart from South Africa, they have one capital city, except South Africa. South Africa has 3 capital cities, and these cities, these are the base of the 3 arms of government. We have legislature in one of the capital city, judiciary in another capital city, and the executive in another capital city. So we have legislature that is found in Bloemfontein. Bloemfontein as the capital city of South Africa, whereby the legislature arm of government is located, Bloemfontein. Then we have judiciary located, no, the legislature is located in Cape Town. The Cape Town, we have legislature, Bloemfontein, we have judiciary, and Pretoria, we have executive. Why do we say that executive Pretoria is the capital city of the country? It is because this is where the main offices of the government are located. The government offices, the executive, the office of the president is located in Pretoria. So South Africa has 3 capital cities. I've said we have the Cape Town, Bloemfontein, and Pretoria. The Cape Town has a legislature, Bloemfontein has judiciary, and Pretoria has what you call executive. So we say executive is in Pretoria. So Pretoria takes the day. What does the road sign below mean? The road sign below, first of all, we have to classify it. It has a circle, so we say the circle form, these are regulatory road signs. The triangle, it is a warning, and the rectangle, it is an informatory. So this one means you stop immediately. Immediately you have to stop because it is a regulatory road sign. Move with the care. It is a caution one that is being drawn like this. Then we have this one. You move with the caution, and palms ahead also can be drawn like this. Then we have something like this somewhere there. We have what you call no entry. It is a circle. Then we have something like this. The no entry. That's no entry. The question number 20. The following are characteristics of a certain type of vegetation. The trees are thorny and have small leaves. The trees are thick, have thick barks. The presence of tall elephant. Once we hear the elephant grass, this one goes automatically to savanna vegetation. But again, we have what we call espatograss. Espatograss is classified under what we call Mediterranean vegetation. Remember the same vegetation? We have some aromatic kind of vegetation known as shrubs. We have the lavender trees, we have the thyme, we have the rosemary, and the citrus fruits, of course, we don't forget espatograss under Mediterranean climate. But the issue of the elephant, it is under savanna. A narrow piece of land that joins 2 continents is called the Isthmus of Suez. The Isthmus of Suez. Remember, the Red Sea separates African continent and the Asian continent. The Suez Canal connects. It's a narrow pathway that connects a narrow pathway of water that connects Africa and Europe. And the oasis is a fertile land, of course, on land. The question number next. Which of the following is not a member of COMESA? COMESA, of course, Tanzania was a founder member of COMESA. But something happened on the way, whereby they failed to agree. So Tanzania withdrew from COMESA. So that's why Tanzania is the answer. Kenya is a member, Zambia is a member, and Botswana also, of course, is a member. Question number next. The fishing method. This is what we call the trolling method. Best method in deep sea, and also catches fish in large volumes, and also works well where we have it works well near the seabed. Deep the ground, deep the water. The trolling method. The long lining, we have some hooks like this way. There's a long lining. The net drifting works like this. We have the singers and the floaters. Then there is something like this. This is a net drifting net. Net drifting. we have singers and floaters. And the funny thing, the issue with the net drifting, we say that it catches fish through their gills. The past saying we must have two ports, trolling a net in water. Another question: who among the foreign early visitors to Eastern Africa was not a trader? Was not a trader. We had the Sayyid said was a trader, and this man came from Arabic countries, and he shifted his capital city from Muscat to Zanzibar. We have what he call Dr. Roderick Craft. This was the missionary. Sir William Macnon, he was an explorer and a trader. We had Carl Peters. Remember, he had a company by the name Giac, and William Macnon also had a company by the name Ibiak. So William Macnon, a trader, and a British, Carl Peters, and a German. The Said said a trader. Dr. Roderick Craft was a missionary. During a pre-colonial period, the Baganda kingdom had a treasurer known as the Lukiko Omulamuzi, Omwanika, and the Katikiro. Katikiro was the prime minister, Omulamuzi the chief justice, Omwanika the treasurer, and the Lukiko was what he call, of course, parliament. So Lukiko for making laws, Omwanika we had the treasurer, Omulamuzi we had the chief justice, and the Katikiro, of course, the prime minister. The main fish caught in Lake Turkana here, mud fish, tilapia, tuna, we have black bass. The main fish that is caught in Lake Turkana, the question has a mistake, so we can say that I think in Naivasha we have black bass in Naivasha, muddy fish, swampy areas. So we were to add what we call a trout. Trout is found in Lake Turkana, but mud fish, swampy areas, tilapia, Victoria, tuna, Indian, black bass, we have it in Lake Naivasha. So we could have replaced the one with what we call trout. Which one of the foreign minerals is mined at Ngomeni near Malindi? It is salt. Salt in Malindi. Which of the following best explains why tea is grown in Kenyan highlands? The climate. We can say availability of well-drained acidic soils and adequate rainfall. This is one of the crop that it does well where the climate is cool and wet, and we have enough rainfall. Which one of the following pastoral communities kept large herds of cattle, goats, and some horses? This is the Fulani. And the Fulani are the largest pastoral farmers in the world. We have the Maasai, the Swana, the Karamojong. A question may come like this: why do we have these pastoral farmers in Africa? Why do they do pastoral farming? These members, they occupy large tracts of land. The Fulani members, the Maasai members, the Swana members, they occupy large tracts of land that gives them an opportunity to do pastoral farming. The question number 3.1. The diagram below shows an erosional feature. This is what we call a bajan. A bajan is found in a desert, cannot found in any of the places in the desert or those countries that covers deserts. We have like in Namibia, we have countries in northern part of Africa, Egypt, we have Algeria, Chad, or those areas. We have what we call Sahara Desert, a good ground where we find this kind of a diagram. Remember, apart from the bajan, also we have the sand dunes. The sand dunes are drawn like this. They appear like this, the sand dunes, this way. The sand dunes appears like this. We also have what we call an oasis. We say an oasis. This is one of the most fertile land in a desert, So we have an oasis, rich in water in a desert, a bajan, and the sand dunes. The three are being formed due to water or the wind action. The headquarters of ESC is located at, we have Arusha, Addis Ababa, Djibouti, and Nairobi. ESC is in Arusha. Which system of administration did the British use? In northern Nigeria, we had what we call indirect rule. Paternalism, whereby Africans were considered as small kids. Direct rule applied in DRC, in Congo, Belgium. Assimilation worked well in Senegal. Which arm of government interprets laws? Legislature makes laws and also amends. Executive, they implement. Judiciary, they interpret the laws. And the cabinet, of course, it's not an arm of government. The cabinet do formulate the government policies. The following trees are found in DRC. Except DRC, boys and girls, we have the hardwood trees only. So we can say that the mvule is a hardwood tree, cypress, a softwood, mahogany, a hardwood, elegant thick, it is a hardwood. So we have what we call cypress as one of the softwood trees that are not found in DRC Congo. Cape Verde and Sao Tome Principe. Cape Verde is an island on the western part of Africa in the Atlantic Ocean. We have the Sao Tome Principe also the same, whereby the members were colonized by the Portuguese. We have flowers, vegetables, and fruits are mainly transported to the airport. We have the airport, from farm to the airport, and from the airport to overseas. So from farm to the airport, we have road. The main cause of road accidents in Kenya is human error. Human error. We can say human error or carelessness carelessness of road users. A group of people related by blood, marriage or adoption. This is what we call a family. A family is a group of people who are related by blood, marriage or adoption. We have what we call the Swiss traditional system of government. It's known as, I told my learners, we have what we call the lips and the tips. Lips, it is Limbadla Parliament, Tingundra system. So the traditional system is Tingundra. Tips, lips. Lips, Limbadla, we have Parliament. Tips, Tingundra, the system of government. Ndruvukazi was the Queen Mother, and the Linkoko, we had the Council of Elders among the members from Swaziland. The following are achievements of a certain leader, prominent leader in Africa. He was a poet and a writer. From the first Roman, that one gives me an answer. This was Leopold Sédar Senghor. He was a poet and a writer. He led his country to independence in 1960. He represented his country in the foreign parliament, of course, elected under the French, and he retired voluntarily from active politics, presidency, in 1980 after ruling for only 20 years. Which conflict resolution involves the use of court system? It is litigation. Litigation, we have to go to court, or we can say judicial system or litigation. Mediation, whereby a mediator must be involved from the onset of the conflict resolution. We must involve the third party under mediation. And the mediator does not decide for you. The mediator gives us possible solutions on how we can end a conflict. Arbitration, whereby arbitrator makes a decision for us. We say that we may not agree, but we have to accept. We have dialogue. Then we say dialogue is whereby one-on-one discussion, and it's the best method of solving a conflict. So the last question for today: which one of the following is not a function of in charge of election? It's not a function of the board in charge of elections. Preparing of election materials, of course, yes. Nomination of candidates, Supervising of elections, marking electoral. Nomination goes with what you call political parties. Nomination goes with political parties. Political parties. Political parties. Another question, a common one. The following are conditions that favor a growing of a certain crop. High temperatures throughout the year. Well-trained, deep, fertile soil. High rainfall throughout the year. Shelter from this is cocoa. Shelter from strong winds. We have cocoa. Allow me to stop at that point by only answering this last question, that the method used by Africans in Zimbabwe to attain independence was fighting guerrilla warfare, not boycotting, seeking support from neighbors, and negotiation. No, it is fighting in the forest, guerrilla warfare. A complete rotation of the earth causes day and night. This is one of the major causes of rotation of the month. In which month of the year is the sun overhead at the Tropic of Cancer? Remember, we draw what we call the latitudes. Then we say, Jesus, my Savior, died. Jesus died in June. June, we say June, Tropic of Cancer. March, September, equator, December. So in which month the sun is overhead at the Tropic of Cancer here? It is the month of June. The cheapest method of preserving fish, it is sun drying, of course, and the most economical method of preserving fish. For those few remarks, allow me to thank you very much for your listening and for your cooperation. I'm wishing you well, as I'm looking forward to meet you here tomorrow again for another lesson, God willing. Have a nice time, and I love you so much. Bye for now.